Welcome back to my channel. This is the first official video of Ooh Young Beauty. In this video, I'm very excited because we are going to be reviewing the Colourpop Nude Mood collection. This was one of their most recent collections. It was launched along with the Blush Crush collection, which was more of a pinky collection. In the Nude Mood collection bundle, if you want to get all the products, you can get them for $38, and it includes the eyeshadow palette, which is right here. It also comes with a highlighter and two of the Just a Tint lip shades right here. I'm going to go on ahead and do my makeup from start to finish. During the course of doing my makeup, I'm going to review the eyeshadow palette and the highlighter and the lip tints, so we're just going to see how it goes. So let's get started. All right, for foundation, I am using the, this is the Glamouflage Hard Candy Foundation. This is in 1512 Warm Honey. I absolutely love this foundation. This has become my go-to foundation. I'm just dotting the foundation on. This foundation actually comes like with a giant doe foot, and you just kind of dab it on. Which is what I do. I'm gonna take a little bit down my neck because the shade is just a little bit off from my actual skin tone. It's not an exact match. And for concealer, I'm using this is the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer. This is number 15. This is like the warm neutral shade. I just take it, I put a couple of dots right in here. I like to kind of focus it in this area and then out here. I just want you guys to know that this is a monumental moment, this video. And the reason why, let me tell you why. I never, and I mean never, let anybody see me on camera without makeup. So this is a big deal. Now, if you notice, I haven't done my brows yet. I find that it's easier to have my foundation done first, and then I go back and I do my brows, and then I do my blush, and I do my powder. That's kind of the order that I like to go in. If I'm going to be using a shadow that has a lot of fallout, then I may go on ahead and do my eyes first. It just depends. For brows, I'm going to use my current go-to pencil. This is from the In Studio line. This is actually a new line at Walmart. Everything is like $1, between like 97 cents and $1.98. So I'm just gonna fill in my brows. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of finish this part off camera because it kind of takes a second for me to get them uneven, and then I will be back and we will continue on with blush, powder, and then get into the eyeshadow palette and the highlighter. And we're back. Brows are all done. The next step that I'm going to do my makeup kind of in the order that I would normally do it. I'm going to do blush, and since we're doing like a little Colourpop theme, I'm going to use the Disney Designer Kissin' a Frog Pressed Powder Blush. This was from the Masquerade collection. This is a Tiana one. It's kind of like a nice, soft, pinky shade. Absolutely, this is absolutely one of my favorites. I like to take a flat top brush, well, it's actually kind of a small rounded brush, and I just tap into it, blow off some of the excess, and I like to take it and just dab into my cheeks like that, kind of buff it in. One of the reasons I like to do my foundation before I do my blush is it actually helps, for me anyway, to keep the blush, helps it last a little bit longer so it doesn't fade as much. And then usually I might take a little bit and go ahead and blend it on top of the powder as well. It just depends on how long a day I'm having and how long I need the blush to last. And usually if I'm doing costuming or something like that, because I'm also a cosplayer, then those are the times I really need the blush to last longer, and so I usually put it on over the foundation, then again over the blush. The next thing we're going to do is set with powder, and since we're on the little Colourpop train here, I'm going to use the Colourpop No Filter Setting Powder in Banana. This kind of has a yellowish kind of undertone to it. This is a really, really good powder. I have to say, for Colourpop, a lot of their products are like really, really inexpensive. This powder, I think, was $8. I know that the No Filter foundation was $6, I think. It's really, really nice. I like to take my sponge and dip it into the powder and then press it over everything. I find that with a sponge, I get a much smoother effect with my powder than if I just set it than if I use a brush. I've used a brush to kind of brush it over, but I feel like it just looks better with a sponge. Because I like to take it and I actually just kind of press it in to the skin. And I just feel like it just, like I said, it gives me a better overall effect. So I also like to put a little bit on the edges here because it makes it easier to blend out my concealer. My concealer, my eyeshadow. But I do not set my under eyes in the corners. Like I try to avoid this area. I don't like to put powder here because of the fact that I have fine lines and I have a little wrinkling and all that stuff. It creases so bad. It doesn't make a difference what concealer, which powder I use. Anytime, like I tried baking, anytime that I put powder in this area, it just makes everything look worse. It just makes it look more creasy and it just looks really bad. So I avoid this area. I avoid powder completely on this area. I'm going to go ahead and do the highlighter first because usually I like to do that so I can just kind of see that nice glow on my face before I do the eyeshadow. The highlighter we're doing today is the Colourpop. This is a Supershock highlighter. I really like the Supershock formula. It's usually really soft and very smooth, but it's kind of a wet powder. This one is, now I've actually had a chance to kind of play around with these. I've used the highlighter in the eyeshadow palette a few times. This is called The Real Thing. As you can see, it's kind of a nice goldeny highlighter. The only thing about this highlighter that I would say I don't like, because I noticed like here, you see how like shimmery that is? It's so icy and pretty, but when you put it on, see that? Okay, you can see it very well. Nice little icy kind of a reflection there. But I noticed that when you put it on the face, there's like little flecks of glitter. So I'm going to this is my e.l.f. Milani. I'm going to take my Milani brush, kind of tap over there, and then I'm going to take it. I think I'm just going to go ahead and use the mirror in this palette. And I like to take it and just go over the high points of my cheeks. So like right up in here. Just kind of blend that out. I like to take it all the way in this area. A little hair right there. Right up in here. So you can see there's kind of like a little nice little glow. But yeah, the only thing I don't like about it is that there's like, I don't know if you can see that, there's like little flecks of glitter in there. I'm not a big glitter fan as far as highlighters and stuff. I just like a nice smooth icy finish. I don't like a lot of glitter in my highlighter, so that would be a downside. But other than that, it's soft. It's nice and cool. I also like to kind of take a little bit on my nose and kind of go down my nose a little bit, and then I take a little bit on my Cupid's bow. That's this little area right here above my lip, so right up in there. Yeah, like I said, I'm not too thrilled with this particular one. It's very, very glittery. All right, next thing we're gonna do is the eyeshadow palette. We're gonna see if we can play around with this new Nude collection. I don't usually prime my eyelids. Like I do it every once in a while, but not much. But when I do, I usually like to use, you can see there, I'm gonna use my Juvia's Place. This works really, really nicely. So I'm just gonna take my little sponge here and just kind of press it out. I have to say I really, really like this e.l.f. camo sponge. This sponge is so soft. That little pointy part helps you get right into the corner. I really like that. It's really, really nice. Quick note about the eyeshadow palette. When I first got it and I first opened it, the Wink Wink shade, which right here is the that's the Supershock shadow shade. When I first tried to take the plastic off, it was stuck to the plastic. You can actually kind of see the little circle where it was stuck to, and I had to slowly peel it off and just kind of press it back in with my finger. But that, that's kind of common with like really, really soft shades. And this Wink Wink shade, oh my god, it is so soft. It is so, so beautiful. Let me see what I have. Yeah, okay, I took that one off, and then you just kind of, so shiny. I mean, look at that. The Supershock formula in general is just beautiful. I'm gonna swatch the, what is this? Put on Airs. That's kind of like that golden shade. That's another beautiful. I've actually used this one. I did an eye look a couple of days ago, and that was so gorgeous. I'm not going to bother like swatching these top ones. I mean, they're just like pale. You can't really see them anyway. I think I'm going to do one more. The Lap of Luxe. Oh my god, that's so soft. This is a shimmer. Oh my god, that's so soft. Oh! I like that. I'm a sucker for a good shimmer metallic shade. For starters, I think I'm going to start off with Bare to Wear. That's this little shade right here, which is just your basic kind of a, you know, overall nude shade. I'm going to take a little bit, tap off that excess, and then I'm just going to take it and I'm going to go in here and just kind of blend that all out to the outside corner. I mean, all the way to, yeah, to the outside edge, like that. Basically, what I'm laying down is my transition shade. So I have something for everything else to blend into. Next, I'm going to take, no, that's the one I'm using now. Next, I'm going to All Natural, which is this deeper shade right here, just to kind of deepen the crease. And then I think I'm going to go into Moody, which I'm going to use to deepen the outer corner. I'm using my Chic Pro. This is the eyeshadow brush, Five Below, $2. I'm going to use that to tap into the All Natural. There's one thing that I noticed with this particular palette. I guess one of the negatives would be is that it has a lot more powdery fallout than some of the other ones that I have from Colourpop. I mean, the shadow is still beautiful. The actual formula isn't affected by that, but you know, you always kind of keep that in mind. Like, I'm just kind of like scooping up the powder and then using the powder to get into that eye. But you see how I'm kind of taking that into that, going right into that crease area to just kind of deepen that out. You kind of take that all the way out into the inner corner like that. Kind of get all the way out. Blend that out. It's one thing that I've noticed with my eyelids. I guess it's maybe because I'm over the age of 40, but this eyelid is a little looser than this one, so it'll grab more product. So I have to kind of be a little bit careful when I'm blending that out there. All right, now I'm going to use this is the BH Cosmetics number 17. This is kind of a blender crease brush. This is a really, really nice brush. I'm going to Moody, tap off that excess, and then I'm going to kind of go into this outer corner here and lay that down. And you can see how I'm deepening out that edge just a little bit more. And I'm going to go in here and just deepen that crease just a little more with that shade. And go in there. This is one thing I really, really love Colourpop eyeshadow palettes, and they make beautiful formulas, and they're really, really cheap. This palette right here, I think it's it's $14 for the palette. Most of their palettes are they're smaller, like 9 to kind of 12 pan palettes, are between like $12 and $16. So very, very affordable. I appreciate the fact that Colourpop makes a really nice formula that you can get at an affordable price. Because there are some high-end products that I've seen and tested that weren't as good as they didn't perform as well as the Colourpop ones do. I'm just going to blend that in. I think I'm going to take a little bit more and just tap it into this corner. Just kind of want it just to deepen it just a little bit. Right there. I really, really like this brush. This is my first time using a BH Cosmetics brush. BH Cosmetics is another one of those really affordable brands that you can order from. I think I paid $1.70 for this brush. It was on sale. All right, so now that's done. I really like that. That is so pretty. All right, I think I'm gonna take the brush I originally used And I think I'm going to take some more of the A Lot shade and just kind of blend everything together on the edges right here so it's not so harsh. Just a little bit, oh, I like that. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and use one of these little metallic shades. I'm going to go ahead and use Put On Airs, which is this little goldeny metallic shade in the middle. So soft, like, oh my God. I'm going to take this, use my finger, and just kind of press it in this area right here. Just like carefully. See that? I don't know if you can see that very well, but that is so pretty. Like, oh my God. There's like a little bit of glitter fallout, just a little bit with this shade, but it's not too bad. If you're finding yourself trying to put on a gold, or not gold, doesn't matter, you know, metallic type shade, you know, and it's kind of, and it's, you know, a little glittery and you're noticing a little bit of fallout, you can always take a little bit of a glitter adhesive, you know, I say glitter glue, and you can just tap a little bit of that on with the brush first and it'll help it stick better. And I think I'm going to take my little inner corner brush here. I actually got this, I don't even know what this is called. This is like a little crease brush from BS Malls. I got this with a set of Amazon brushes for $14. I'm telling you, man, you do not need expensive brushes. I'm going to take, see, I'm trying to be careful because I can already see the shadow kind of moving in there when I'm pressing into it. So I don't want to, make sure it doesn't fall out. So I'm going to tap in there. It's such a soft, it's such a very soft form. I'm going to take this and go in the inner corner right here. You can see that? And take it up. My God, this is such a creamy shade. I like to be really careful. It's like if I ever have to travel somewhere, I'm going to be afraid to take this one with me because I'm afraid the shadow will break all over the place. I think I'm going to wet my brush a little bit just to kind of see if I can pick it up a little bit more, because I feel like I'm not getting much product onto the brush. So let's try this again. Okay. Oh yeah, that's much better. Much better. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of take this brush that had the A Lot, and I think I'm gonna take that and just kind of go under here a little bit and blend. Just a little bit. Maybe take a little bit of the A Lot and the Moody and mix them together. Ooh. And blend here. A lot of times I don't do shadow underneath my eyes, but I'm kind of learning how to do that. It's still a technique that I'm working on. So for eyeliner, I am doing this is called Love Lust Disco Epic Ink Liner Pen. This is a NYX eyeliner pen. I'm gonna go on there and just kind of fill it in. And kind of wing this out. Alright, I'm going to do the same on the other eye, and then I'm going to put on lashes, and we'll be right back. We'll do lips next, and then we'll do final thoughts. Instead of doing lashes, I just went ahead and did the Essence Volume Stylist Curl and Hold Mascara. Essence is another really good brand that makes some really good mascaras. Their mascaras, they're like $3 or $4, they're like really cheap, but I decided just to do mascara instead of doing lashes, since all I'm doing after this is going to go pick my kids up from school, so I didn't feel the need to put on like really fancy lashes for this video. But when I do the other one with the mint palette, I'll do lashes then. Eyes are all finished. We're going to move on to lips. The first thing I'm going to do is line my lips. I'm going to use this is called the Ultra Easy Lip Liner Crayon. It's some Ruby Kisses. What shade is this? This is I can't even read that. I'm so old and blind, I can't see anything. This is Deep Red. That's what it's called, Deep Red. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to line the lips real quick with this. This is a very soft, like very smooth pencil. In this collection we have the two Just the Tint lip tints. We have Overexposed. Overexposed is more of like a kind of a peachy shade right there. This one is more of a brown shade, and this one is called More Than Ever. This is more brown. You can see that, see? I think I'm going to use the Overexposed and kind of a more peachy look. I've never used a lip, one of these Just a Tint lip crayons before. I usually go for a nice matte lip, but you know, I'm willing to try something new and kind of get out of my comfort zone. They smell, oh my god. See, I'm thinking apricot, but I watched a couple of videos and they were talking about this, and they said that it's supposed to be grapefruit, but it smells like apricot. But almost, it smells like apricot to me, but it's supposed to be grapefruit. But either way, it smells so good. I really like these in the sense of they're basically tinted lip balms, and you know, if you're just kind of going for like a lip balm kind of a thing, they're really nice. If you have like drier lips, I think this is a really good option for you. It's very soft, very moisturizing, but like I said, I actually prefer a matte liquid lip. So I'm going to go ahead, just to kind of finish everything off, I'm going to take, this is the Full Spectrum Matte Idol CoverGirl. I don't even know what shade this is. What shade is this? Royalty. It's Royalty. So I'm going to throw that over the lip tint just a little bit, just to give me more pigment. To set everything, I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. This stuff is awesome. Gives your makeup a nice overall lasting finish. The only thing, sometimes it can be a little too matte. In that case, I may put another setting spray over it, but it's very nice. And that is the final look. What do you guys think? I think it came out pretty nice. I mean, this was my first video. I actually reshot this. The first time I did it, it was like, the lighting was really off. I was kind of all over the place. I wasn't happy with how the video was looking, so I redid it. I'm still working on the background. You know, right now I have like my Mushu back there, my little vanity, and you know, my Mulan. But you may see this change up a little bit behind me. I'm still working on my lighting right now. I just have a ring light. Final thoughts on the collection. I really loved the eyeshadow palette. The eyeshadow palette was so nice. I love the different finishes. One of the things that I noticed and I'm so happy about is that there were no pressed glitters in this palette. Colourpop is notorious for putting pressed glitters in their palette, which are technically not eye safe. Now, I won't say that I've never put a pressed glitter on my eyes. I have, but I normally can't stand them because there's fallout everywhere. Normally if I wear a pressed glitter, I usually use the one from the Tati Beauty palette because that one stays on there. Just be careful with, you know, the Wink Wink Supershock shade right there, because that one is like very soft and can fall out. Highlighter, it was okay. I normally love the Supershock formula. My Villains Colourpop blushes that from the original Princess and Villains collection that first came out, Supershock, and those are really nice. Like I said, it's you know, it's okay. It's pretty. The only thing about it is that glitter, I just don't like that glitter. Not to mention, this thing is huge. This is a big palette. I'm never going to pan this palette. I could use this every single day for the rest of my life, and I would probably still have over half of this highlighter left. The lip tints were really nice. This is the first time I've ever used the formula, and I do like it. More than likely though, I'm gonna probably give these to my daughter because she loves, she has like drier lips and she likes lip glosses and balms and oils. It's not, you know, it's not really my thing. I prefer matte lip, but like I said, if you have dry lips, it's very nice formula. And that's the end of my first video. If you like this look, please be sure to throw the video a like, hit that subscribe bell on the bottom, click it so you can make sure that you get notifications for future videos. I'm very excited about seeing where this channel goes, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.